Can you be a traditional wife and an entrepreneur all in one and be successful in all of it? This is a question that I get asked by many of you on my Instagram, and so today in this video I am going to try and answer it as much as I can using the knowledge and experience I've gained over the years. Having married myself from the age of 21 and now been married for 20 years, I can totally relate with some of the challenges, and I bet I've got some tips in my basket that I can give you. So yeah, we are going to jump right into it. But before I continue, I want to thank you so much, guys, those who interact with my content online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You guys, you are absolutely amazing, and you encourage me to continue to inspire and motivate you, and hopefully together we can live better lives, become successful in every area of our lives, and who knows, live the complete purpose that God has purposed us. So I'm going to read some of the comments that you guys have sent to me on my Instagram. Here we go. Someone says, my mother thinks I'm lazy because I would like to become a housewife. I don't mind working, but I really love to, and I look forward to becoming a full-time housewife. And I just think that I would become a better person if I became a full-time housewife. So Fungi, do you think it's a good idea that I should become a full-time housewife? And do you think that is going to make me successful? So that's one lady who posted. Another person wrote, Fungi, I really love my job and I'm pursuing my career. I'm working so hard at my job and I'm looking to be getting promoted. However, my friends think I'm crazy and I'm mad because I don't like going out. I always stay indoors weekend, but I know my goal is to become good at what I do, and within a few years, I want to become an entrepreneur just like you. Another person wrote, Fungi, I really admire your journey and your experience and what you encourage us, but oh my gosh, I am struggling. I am a married woman with 2 kids. I have got a business that I am pursuing, but I am struggling to juggle it all. How do you do it? Do you think I'm going to be successful, or do you think I should leave the entrepreneurship journey and just be a full-time wife? Right, these are interesting and exciting questions that these ladies have asked. And remember, these are real life experiences, guys. And I bet you there are a few more people out here who are going through the same, but really they've never really asked anyone. So I'm going to do my best to answer these questions. So if you ask me, Fungi, which should I pick? My real answer and true answer to you is that we all have got a purpose and we all have got dreams. And it's so important for us to be aligned with our purpose, our goals, and our dreams so that we can be successful in everything that we do. My understanding of success is that success is defined by you, what's important to you, what you want, what your dreams and your aspirations are, and then you work towards making that work for you. And success is different for all of us. What success is to me is very different to what it is to you. It's very different to what it is to your friend, to your mom, to whoever is around you. So you need to be clear in terms of what do you want and what do you want to pursue. So I'm going to give you my tips of what I think is the best way to approach this matter. Remember, your ultimate purpose on this planet Earth would have been planned and created by your creator. So I would say you would need to be in alignment with your creator to understand really what your purpose is. So here are my tips. Tip number 1, know who you are and know what you want. So who are you in this planet Earth and what do you want? So it could be you are a young person and you're just finishing school or university and you're trying to decide and to figure out where to go, what to pursue. First of all, be clear in terms of who you are and what you want. What do you want to do? What do you dream? What do you aspire? What do you see your life looking like in the next 5-10 years? What do you want? So take a piece of paper and write down what you want. Knowing who you are and what you want will ultimately become your own definition of your success. Tip number 2, be very clear about your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. A lot of people get entangled by the noise that is coming out throughout the world, especially nowadays of social media. You see this, you follow, you see that, you follow, and you are not clear about your dreams and your goals, and before you know it, it's 5 years and it's 10 years. So it's very important to be clear about your goals and your aspirations. Why? Because this will help you form a foundation of what you are going to choose to pursue in terms of career, in terms of social life, in terms of business, in terms of marriage, in terms of everything. It's going to really give you a base. So it's very important to have clarity in terms of your dreams and your aspirations. So again, write down and define how you think you are going to proceed with your life, and then take time to spend time and nurture that dream. For example, if you are planning to become an engineer, I bet you would want to be finding yourself networking with people who are thinking like engineers. And if it's on social media and if it's online on YouTube, you are going to be following channels that talk about engineering and talk people who have been on this journey. And so you will start to intentionally focus and laser focus your mind into things that are to do with whatever career path, life path that you want to follow. Another example is that if you are pursuing to become a full-time mom, like one of our writers has written to us, then you would want to nurture that thought and really think about how will becoming a full-time mom look like for you. At the same time, have you increased or worked on the skills that a full-time mom requires? Remember, being a full-time mom can be fully rewarding, but you need to have the skills of a homemaker. Good examples are, do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy looking after kids? Do you enjoy serving your husband and just being that mom who's going to be there for that? Because that's what a full-time mom does, right? But if you don't have these skills in terms of cooking, house cleaning, cleaning your house, keeping everything together, you are going to struggle becoming a full-time mom. So whichever part or career or path that you follow, you are going to need to develop the skills. So make time and look at what's going to be important to you. For this tip, I recommend you download the Find Yourself book that I wrote a while back. And this workbook gives you a pathway that you can use to find yourself and really see what's going to work for you and what's going to make you successful in whatever area that you choose. Tip number 3, invest time and energy in the path that you choose. What do I mean by this? So for example, for the young lady that has chosen to follow her career, I would say spend time with people who are pursuing their careers and their similar goals. Simply because who you spend your time with, they impact you in a huge way. So if you want to make sure that you are a career person, then pursue those people and those networks and those platforms and those spaces that are going to enrich you and nourish you towards that particular goal. For a person who wants to pursue being a mom, being a dad, I would say do the same. You know, these things that we do in life, at the end of the day, they are gonna all add up and nothing goes to waste. Remember that. So it's important for you to take time right now while you're thinking about this life path that you've chosen to make sure that you're investing in it. Do you need to do a course? Do you need to improve your skills? Do you need to enhance your knowledge? Do you need to grow your network? Do you need to find like-minded people? All these things, they are all going to add up to enrich you so that you can become successful and you will be uniquely positioned and aligned with your purpose and the plans that you desire. For the person who is choosing the entrepreneurship journey, that's my path which I have followed for the past 20 years, guys. And I can tell you that that path has had ups and downs. But one thing for sure is that I am satisfied and I'm finding success in that process simply because that has been my dream, which I defined from day one, that I was dreaming to become a successful entrepreneur and an independent woman. And though I am married, I have enjoyed my marriage because I have taken time to learn and understand what knowledge I need to increase in terms of managing and maintaining my marriage, what knowledge do I need to increase in terms of managing and maintaining my relationships, and what knowledge do I need to increase in terms of managing and maintaining my entrepreneurship desires. So all these things, guys, they take time. And remember, I am encouraging you to invest. So that is the only way that you're going to be able to feel fulfilled, successful, and at the same time without hard worry or hard stress about it. Now remember, making these choices, at the end of the day, there is people around us. And as we make those choices, some people are going to disagree with what we want. And these people could be our parents, friends, family, those around us. And I want you to understand that that's okay. Not everybody should agree with what you want, but what's ultimately important is you knowing what you want and taking control of your destiny. So be gracious and be grateful for those people around you. Be grateful for the advice. Take on advice on board. Be grateful when they reprimand you and when they correct you. Be grateful when they love you and be grateful when they don't seem as if they are loving you. Everything is going to work for your good as long as you choose the path that aligns with your purpose and your Creator God has in store for you. Now, for our writer who has got a parent that think they are lazy, I would say that our parents, remember, they are traditional parents. And it's okay for parents to sometimes want us to pursue something because from their experience, that's what they knew that was going to work. So allow them to feel like that. But at the same time, separate yourself from their feelings and what they may or you may feel they're imposing on you. And remember that you have got a choice to make, and that choice is only yours to take. So don't be rude, don't be grudging, don't be nasty towards your parents, but really take time to understand where they are coming from and gracefully still put your point forward that this is what you feel you desire, you want to pursue. And I'm sure if you made that effort with your parents, pursuing the points that I have said, to say how are you going to make sure you become a useful mom or a useful full-time housewife, how are you going to make that journey and that process enjoyable, and you start building those skills, they will surely start seeing and realizing that actually you are not being lazy, but you are pursuing a path that's going to make you feel successful and feel fulfilled, and hopefully they will be supportive in the process. Now, to all parents, here are my viewpoints. I think that parenting is the most challenging thing and the most challenging responsibility that God has ever bestowed on us. But while it can be challenging, it can be rewarding. So therefore, it's important for our parents to understand that we are living in a very different world, which requires us to do different things and do things differently. And therefore, allow your children to make their choices about the life that they want to pursue. Be supportive of their ideas, their dreams, and their aspirations, and take time to want to understand and learn them so that you can support them effectively along the journey. Rather than impose your thoughts or your ideas on your children, work with them, try and understand their shoes, and try and understand where they're coming from, because ultimately they have got their own lives to live. You have had your opportunity to be married or not to be married, but to have your kids, and then you have had an opportunity to pursue what you desired. So give your children an opportunity to also pursue their dreams and their aspirations. To young people and to children, remember, you are a child and your parents, they love you so much. So remember that when they are reprimanding you or when they are sharing their thoughts, they are not imposing anything on you, but rather gracefully accept the advice and process that information and see how it's going to be useful to you. If you've got a different viewpoint, that's okay. But take time to gracefully put your points forward to your parents in a way that will make them understand where you are coming from. And as long as you took an approach to work together, there shouldn't be any contention. And if at all, if there is, take time and a step back to try and figure out how you are going to make them understand where you're coming from. To friends and family, I think it's important to understand that our aspirations are all different, and we can lovingly agree and disagree with anybody, but we should not become the hindrance on other people and on young people or older to us to stop them from pursuing their dreams. So therefore, guys, I am really asking that we can be as supportive as much as we can on the dreams of others, simply because life is different. If life was the same, it would be amazingly boring, right? So the reason why we are all different is because God has created us differently. We are all unique in our own ways, and my desires and your desires are different. My aspirations and what I want to pursue is different. So while somebody wants to pursue marriage, I want to pursue entrepreneurship. Somebody want to pursue being a stay-at-home mom. Somebody want to have children. Somebody doesn't want to have children. And it all encompasses us being humans and us being unique. So therefore, it's important to support people when they want to pursue their aspirations and their dreams. So coming back to the question, can you be a traditional wife and an entrepreneur and be successful all in one? I bet you I leave the answer to you. If you pursue what's truly important to you, you will be successful in all areas. It doesn't matter entrepreneurship. It doesn't matter being a traditional wife. You can still be a loving wife, a loving mom, a loving husband, a loving person, a loving sister, a loving auntie, and you can still be successful in all those things. But what is important is for you to know what's important to you and pursue that. On this note, I leave you guys with a point to say we are all living on this planet Earth with a life and with a purpose, and it doesn't matter whether you're traditional or you are not. Pursue what's important to you and pursue what's going to make you feel successful in your own personal way. Remember to tag a friend, share with a friend, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments and thoughts. If you've ever experienced anything that we've shared in this video, I would love to hear from you, and it will be interesting to hear what you have experienced from your corner of the world. Till we meet again, bye bye.